to start your guys' day with a little, I don't even know. I've got a co-host on my live stream today. Hello from France. I've got Daniel Carmen from Over the Rainbow is going to be joining me in a few minutes. We just wanted to talk about, kind of all the different things that are going on in the denim world and just have a fun conversation and, just to see what's going on. So Daniel's going to be joining me in a few minutes. If you guys have any questions for him, load up your questions. Daniel is the owner, son of the founder of Rainbow Jeans, Over the Rainbow Jeans in Toronto, one of the I would say one of the premier destinations in North America and the world for jeans. They've been selling jeans for many years, and going back to growing up in Toronto, it was always an institution. So Daniel's going to be joining us in just a moment here, and then we'll be able to do a little Q&A and see what's going on out there in Rainbow Jeans land. Batman Button. So for I'm going to be doing a live stream again today at about 7 p.m. Eastern. So I'll have the Batman buttons to show you guys. HD. No, these are the HD 6XX. The Mastrop edition. So great pair of headphones. I think they're on sale right now. If you guys head over there to Mastrop. Nice folks over there. We just launched a jean with them as well. So anyways, if you haven't seen that, you should go check that out for sure.
Not on Chat Rainbow?
Yes, he hasn't.
Got my Wilkinson's ginger ale. So I'm just waiting for Daniel to log in here and make that sign-in request, and we can just talk about all that other stuff. But in the meantime, how's everything going on in your world? It's 11 p.m. here in Japan. I caught some Sennheiser jeans in a heartbeat. Well, I know the HD, these ones kind of have a bluish tone to them, which is kind of nice. So it has a little indigo-y feel. Okay, Rainbow Jeans. Daniel's joining me now. I'm going to view his request, and I'm going to allow him go live with Shop Rainbow Jeans. All right, so Dan's going to be joining us here in a second. Hey, Dan, how's it going?
What's going on? Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I can hear you just fine.
All right, awesome.
I've got I don't know why am I wearing the headphones here? I should be wearing the headphones there. I hope that I'm not getting, you know what? I'm going to be changing where my headphones are.
No problem. I can hear you crystal clear. We're all good over here.
Okay, I'm just going to switch up because I have we're doing also, just for all those people watching live, we're doing a secondary recording. Can you hear me? Am I good? I can't hear anything.
Yeah. You can't hear anything?
No, wait. My phone case is blocking my headphones, so I gotta do a little
technical difficulties. Bear with us, Naked and Famous community.
Wait, can you see me?
I can see. There we
okay,
go.
I can hear you, and you can hear me.
That's right.
All right, fantastic. So
we're good.
I think we're good. So just for everybody to know, we're also doing we're recording this on our computers as well. Just because sometimes when you do these live streams on Instagram, when you do these co-partner ones, you can't save the video, so I can't upload it to YouTube later on. So we're trying to record it on our. We have got like a Skype meeting going on our computer. So anyway, we'll hopefully, if this all technically works out, we'll be able to have this replayed up on YouTube later on. So watch out for that. If not, then enjoy it while you can. So anyway, that's going on.
I think the guys are saying that they can't hear one of us. It says no audio.
No audio. Can't hear Bazat. Uh-oh. Okay, hold on. Okay, hold. You can hear me now? Can't hear either of you. Okay, let's try to fix this. I have some crappy headset phone thing. Let's see if this works. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. I think we're good. We can't hear Bezad now.
Okay. How does that?
And
Is that okay? Are we
cannot
okay?
hear. I mean, I can, for some reason, I can hear you.
You might have
Let's
accidentally
see what
pressed
your
mute.
community says. We heard you before. Shop Rainbow Jeans is good, so they can hear me.
Guys, can you hear me? Hold on. Can you hear me, folks?
I swear, guys, we did a little bit of a test run before, and it did work. So we're not trying to annoy anybody, but just bear with us a little bit.
I mean, if you can hear me, then I'm assuming everyone can hear me.
Now we can. Hold on. They're saying, okay, we're getting some thumbs up here. Now we're good. Yes. Okay.
Okay.
Now we can. All right.
Fantastic.
Looks like we're good to go.
Okay, so just get rid of my other headphones. Those don't have a headset
Okay.
on them. This thing.
All right,
on my-
guys, we're good to go. We're good to go.
Okay, great.
All right.
So, how's it going, Dan?
Everything's great, man. I mean, all things considering, just staying positive over here in Toronto, working hard, trying to be mindful of everything and everybody. You know, just try to stay positive.
Right.
You know, and
Yeah, I
just
mean,
keep smiling.
crazy times as we're in. So, yeah, I mean, I mean, our audience is pretty global. So we've got people from all around the world, and I know Rainbow Jeans because I grew up in Toronto, and of course, Rainbow Jeans is an institution of Toronto's denim and fashion world. But if you could, maybe this is a hard question for you to answer, but give us the I don't know the open give us the introduction to Rainbow Jeans and what you guys are all about.
Sure. I mean, it's a question I've actually answered many times, so I'll give it my best shot. I'll try not to ramble, but yeah, basically, we're a family-owned business, and we've specialized in denim always as a retail store since 1975. So we've been selling denim as a denim-focused store for 45 years. So in that amount of time, we've learned a whole lot about jeans and how they fit and the best brands and what really makes jeans great. And yeah, so we continue to do that as a retail store. We have an online store as well, which you can shop right now. Shameless plug, we have a 15% off site-wide sale, including the jeans we're going to talk about today. So we're an omni-channel business. And yeah, we're just, we're, like I said, family-owned, great company. We care about our customers. We care about denim. And we are probably, I don't know if we're one of the first or the first, but we've been selling denim and specializing in denim before a lot of other people were. So we have a lot of experience doing this.
You're probably the longest operating jean store in Canada. I can't think of anyone who's been open longer than you guys. That's other people might have sold jeans, but specifically as a denim shop, you're probably the oldest.
Maybe I don't know what the timeline is for the retail industry here, but I mean that's all thanks to our amazing customers, our amazing community, our incredible staff who even to today are still working hard either on the ground or working remotely. Very grateful to have an amazing team of people, and yeah, I mean that's how we've been able to last this long. It doesn't. It's hard work, but it's also support from the community, and they continue to support us today. So thank you to the staff at Over the Rainbow and all the people that continue to shop with us. We sincerely appreciate it.
You guys have been around, so and you've been involved with Rainbow Jeans since, I would imagine, since you were a child.
Yeah, just doing, I've done pretty much everything. I mean, I don't want to go through the list, but anything my staff has done, like from a young age, I've done too. So again, like whatever anybody does with us, whether it's tagging stock or selling jeans or doing anything in the back end. Like I've done all of it, but it's not really about me. It's about a group of people. It's the team that makes everything work. So, I mean, yeah, I've been working with the company for a while, but it's not about me. It's about the group. So I've always been a proponent of that.
Right. And well, how have you found, I guess, even over time, how have things changed in terms of selling jeans to customers?
I mean, I think that jeans, as we have experienced firsthand from selling jeans in the 70s all the way until now, I mean, jeans went from being alternative to being mainstream. It was something that you could only wear, a certain community of people, young people in the 70s could wear in certain underground places. Now jeans can be worn anywhere to anything.
Right. You can wear them to the office.
You can wear them in the office. You can wear them out to dinner. You can wear them at home right now while you're working, because obviously, aside from just the acceptance of jeans have also become a lot more comfortable, right? I mean, I know you guys specialize in raw denim, but even Naked and Famous makes stretch salvage denim that you can wear at home. So it's not like when you wear denim, you can wear something that's 100% cotton, but there's a lot more options and there's a lot more like innovation with denim that makes it more comfortable. So yeah, it's just evolved so much from when we started selling it all the way until now. And really, like, there's very few places or situations where you can actually like not wear jeans. So, which is great for us because it just means that more people want them, and we have to, find more ways to sell jean appropriate attire for whatever you want to use it for. It's very multifunctional now, and it's great. I wear denim 7 days a week, all the time, for
Absolutely.
no matter what. If I'm with my kids or if I'm working or whatever,
What kind of
denim's
fits
just
do you
really
like?
comfortable. Pardon me?
What kind of fits do you wear?
Well, I mean, I'm a big fan of the fit that we created together. I mean, that's really, that sort of athletic
It was a
thigh.
segue question.
Yeah. No, I mean, I bet, I mean, that wasn't made for me, but that's the type of fit, like, as a guy in my 30s, I don't like something that's too tight, but I also don't like something that's too loose. So I like it loose in the right places and slim in the right places too.
Right. So, with that being said, we developed an exclusive fit for Rainbow Jeans called the Nice Guy, and I think if you shop at Rainbow, you probably know this fit, but I think the general Naked and Famous world is maybe a little unaware of what's going on with the Nice Guy fit. So I wanted to, that's why we're having you here, so we could talk about the Nice Guy a little bit more, because you have 4 styles right now available in that fit.
Yeah, we have 4 new styles, and we have some styles that have just been so popular that we actually remade them, and we still sell them in the store today. So if you go to rainbowjeans.com and you look up the Nice Guy, there's actually a link right on our homepage. You can shop the entire Naked and Famous collection, and our website is www.rainbowjeans with an S at the end.com. So you can see all the options that we have. But yeah, I mean, the Nice Guy was developed as a need for us, looking for a fit of jeans that we struggle to find, not just from Naked and Famous, but just from the whole denim industry in general. When we help a lot of customers, we learn about what guys want, and obviously the Nice Guy is a men's fit, so. I'm sorry to those women out there, but if you're shopping for, your husband, brother, cousin, whatever, if you have a male person in your life that needs a nice fitting jean, I hope you can get some information out of this. But we made this just out of a need that people were asking for. Again, sort of an athletic thigh pant with a slimmer bottom, and how this came about. So, I'll give you the short of it because I don't want to ramble too much. But 3 years ago, we were selling 3 fits from Naked and Famous, 2 of which we have today, the Weird Guy and the Super Guy.
Right.
But at the time, we also had the Skinny Guy. The Skinny Guy was a fit that you guys used to do. And The decision was made by, I mean, I'm sure you still have it,
Yeah.
but you don't really make a lot.
We don't make a lot of new stuff there, no.
Right. So what we saw is when the skinny guy was starting to be phased out or was going away, we saw a gap in the middle between the weird guy and the super guy. At least that's what our customer base was telling us. So when people talk to us about stuff, we listen. Like, we listen to people, and we want to find ways to give them products. So somewhere along the line, we were talking about this, the skinny guy going away, and I don't know who, I don't know exactly how the conversation went, but the result of it was, well, if you want something, why don't you help us make it? And that's exactly what we did. So, you guys, and just to be clear, as a retail store, the reason why the nice guy is so monumental for Over the Rainbow is we've always been known for selling other people's jeans and like existing product, but we had never actually collaborated on like a custom fit or used our knowledge to influence like a style, at least not as closely as we have. I'm sure denim brands have talked to us in the past about what we want, and maybe they've used some of our information, but this was like a direct collaboration between two Canadian-based companies, two independent companies, two family-owned companies, and it was the first time that Over the Rainbow had ever made a custom jean of any kind. So that's how the Nice Guy was born. Obviously, the reason why it was called the Nice Guy, that was a recommendation from you guys, because you guys
are a bunch of nice guys.
That's you guys. We went through a whole bunch of names, and you guys just said no, this is the best name. It's so appropriate for you guys. And by the way, we appreciate that, and we've been running with that. So that's how the Nice Guy was born. But
I basically, I was like, that is the name. There's no other option. That's the way it's gonna go down.
It's all good, and people love the name. I mean, it's very good. It's very easy to identify with. So. For those people who, from the Naked and Famous universe, how the Nice Guy fits in comparison to some of the other fits in Naked and Famous. So what we did is we took, if you imagine the weird guy, what we did to the weird guy, we started with that fit. And what we did is we added an inch to the rise. So it's actually 1 inch higher than the weird guy. So it measures depending on and obviously sizes are graded, but it's about an 11-inch rise, because we found, first of all, a lot of like mature men always want a higher rise. They're just more comfortable with that. But what we also noticed is like a lot of young professionals and younger guys, they also wanted the extra room there, either to, maybe slouch them a little bit or wear them as a drop crotch, or just have more comfort in their torso if they have like a longer torso. We just found that universally people wanted a higher rise. So we added an inch onto the rise of it. Then we took the thigh of the weird guy. The weird guy has a pretty loose thigh. And I don't know if we kept it or if we widened it a little bit, but we made sure that the thigh of the Nice Guy had a lot of room. So it was about an inch wider than the skinny guy, and somewhere in the realm of the weird guy. So an inch higher, and then a roomier thigh all the way to the knee. So from the knee to the waistband, it's nice and roomy. It's good for it's good for athletes, or it's good for guys that just want a looser thigh pant. And then from the knee all the way down to the bottom, it's actually the super guy. So it gets drastically slimmer from the knee all the way down. And I think it's something like a 14 or 13 3/4 inch bottom. Like it's a narrow bottom compared to the weird guy. So what it is it's like a true, like picture a carrot. It's a true carrot fit, bigger on the top, smaller on the bottom. And, the first one that we made, which is still in the collection today, the 11-ounce stretch salvage. I don't have it today with me, but you can see it on the website. When we launched this three years ago, it was a big hit. People loved it. It was exactly what they want. We nailed it. So, again, we listened to our customer, and our customer wanted more. They say, does this come in more colors, more fabrics? So we've continued to make more over the seasons. And this season, we happen to make the most that we've ever made. We made 4 new fabrics, which we can talk about shortly. But yeah, that's really what the Nice Guy is all about.
Right. I got a comment here saying the nice guy's the most Canadian fit name ever. And I'd say that's probably true.
Absolutely.
Right. And another question here is explain whether the company is Rainbow Jeans or Over the Rainbow. Kind of both.
Yeah, well, our store or company name is Over the Rainbow, but our website is rainbowjeans.com.
Right.
So
It's
we
probably
just did that because we're a denim store and we wanted people to know instantly when they went on our website that we sell jeans. So
right. And even in Toronto, I think a lot of people just refer to you guys as Rainbow. Like a lot of you just say, "Hey, where are you going? Where are you going to get your jeans? Going to Rainbow." Like people know.
And we don't, what you can call us whatever you want as long as it's something positive. So
right.
Rainbow's a sunny.
Yeah, it's a great name. I mean, and speaking of your guys' name, I mean, you're wearing the sweatshirt right now, and I missed that logo.
Yeah, this is the retro logo. We made this. It's like a retro sweater. We still have a little bit of them online actually. So this was our like '80s logo. I'll try to hold it up a little bit, but some of you guys might have gotten this sweater, but it's still available, and we're toying of ways to bring the logo back. But we have a newer logo that you can see on our website, but this is the vintage one.
That's the OG. That's what I remember the most.
Yeah.
So, well, we also another thing about the Nice Guy is that we did. So somebody wrote here, is the patch exclusive to the Nice Guy? And yes, the Nice Guy patch is exclusive to just the Nice Guy. And for those people who haven't gone on the website and seen it yet, Dan, if you want to show it up close there.
Okay, so I'm gonna show you. Hopefully you can see it. So this is the black.
Yeah.
This is the black. So this particular jean, this is one of the new ones. So this is a real Nice Guy here. The black, we made it in the Black Cobra 12-ounce stretch salvage jean, an amazing black jean.
And then we got the leather patch there as well. Dan, on your laptop, can you just I'm not seeing. Yeah, there you go. Just so we can see it there for the stream later on. So you guys can see there. You've got the Toronto kind of skyline there, and you've got this muscly mustached man on here who's Dan's. It's actually based on Dan's father there, Joel, who's the patriarch of the company. And one thing that I always remembered, and I haven't done it in a while, and I really, I haven't been to your new office yet, but we would go to do our meetings, for our seasonal meetings, when you guys are planning your orders for the next season, and we come into your office, and you guys had this great wall of all these old over the rainbow advertisements, and there was this great cutout of Joel as Super Joel, and so. And that's what we put on the patch there. So there was just this life-size cutout of the superhero version of Joel, who, if you've ever been to Over the Rainbow, is Joel still in the store every day?
Oh, he's still kicking. Like he's still just as involved, just as excited, especially since we opened the new store. It's everyone's still really involved and excited to be involved. So yeah,
he's such a memorable guy, big guy, great, baritone voice and this mustache, and he's such a friendly and helpful guy, and it had to go on the Nice Guy jeans. It really wrapped up everything, and I wanted to make it because it's Toronto. I'm from there, and we had to put the skyline in. So I feel very, I love old jeans ads, and I remember. Sorry, I'm rambling now, but I remember finding this old clip of. It was for Canadians, you might remember YTV. And there's this clip of one of the YTV hosts going to Rainbow Jeans in like the early 90s, talking about like jeans, and he's asking Joel all these questions about what makes the right jean, what's the best jean for you, and oh wow, look at these really expensive jeans. And Joel's showing him some like $100, and that's at the time that was probably a very, very expensive pair of jeans. Early 90s, $100 for a pair of jeans, that was a lot of money. And so Joel's showing him, and Joel said the best advice, and this is still true today. It's like what are the best jeans, and the best jeans are the best jeans that are for you. Essentially, whatever fits you and you're comfortable with are the best jeans. So. regardless of price and this and that. The jeans that you wear the most and can get the most enjoyment out of are the jeans that are the best jeans.
So I was trying to figure out what you were talking about, but now I know exactly what you're talking about. So I mean, I won't ramble about it, but the YTV clip is up, I believe, on our YouTube channel. I'm going to try to find it after this. Right. But the guy who gave it to us and the guy who interviewed Joel, he's obviously a lot older now. His name was PJ Phil Guerrero. Yeah. So if Phil Guerrero sees this, he gave us that clip at some party during our 40th anniversary, and I popped it into my computer, and it was wild. So
yeah,
shout out to PJ Phil. If you were a kid in YTV days, then you know exactly who that is. But Phil Guerrero is he's a Toronto legend. I like that guy. He still comes into the store. He still supports us. So shout out to Phil Guerrero, PJ Phil.
Yeah, in the zone. I remember I grew up with all that stuff, so great memories. So but yeah, I mean, I love old jeans ads, and your walls were just littered with them, and you had so much cool memorabilia back there. You even had a gold sewing machine, which I thought was crazy. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, so first of all, I just want to give Bezad the credit for the denim patch. That was his idea. And we just wanted to find a way to distinguish our jean, because we didn't want to make like a custom pocket flasher or even like put our logo on the inside of the jean, because no one would see it. So we wanted something that people would see that was really cool. So Bezad came up with the idea, and again, the patch is amazing. I'll show it one more time again, and then I'll answer your second question about the sewing machine. And you'll see it in different colors for the different jeans, which I'll explain a little bit later. But the gold sewing machine is actually it was in our old office, but it's actually in the store now. So when the store reopens, you can come and see it. It's like very prominently placed. It's a real 24 karat gold sewing machine. It was gifted to us for our 35th anniversary. So that was 10 years ago. I can't believe it's been 10 years since then, but it's an incredible machine. And, when we opened the new store, we definitely needed to find a home for it in the store. So when we open back up, whenever that is, you guys are more than welcome to come in and see it. It's actually right near our new Rainbow Tailor Shop, which does all of our in-store hemming and tailoring. For those who don't know, that we do that. We do it in-house. We have great tailors that, can, even after finding the best pair of jeans in our store, you can still get them customized however you want.
Right. So. And I think that's very special and unique about your store, is that you are a full service denim shop. You don't just hem. You guys actually can make maternity jeans. I think you guys do like button fly to zip fly conversions. You can take in the waistbands. Like that's some pretty impressive stuff.
Yeah, and we do all that, and we're actually we're actually working on ways in the future to do more. So we always had a tailor. Like when Joel started the store in the 70s, and it was just he was the salesperson. It was him and a tailor. So like the store was founded on a salesperson and a tailor, and they've never been separated. So that's always been Rainbow has always been a full service store. So that's very important to us. That's part of our foundation.
One of the alteration we don't provide this alteration, but I know a lot of people ask for this alteration is tapering the leg of the jean. Is that something you guys do?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah, we do tapering. We do waist take-ins. We do all sorts of stuff. I mean, it's a great service to offer people. People love it, and we're always busy in the tailor shop. So I can't wait, to start tailoring jeans again for people. I miss them. I miss our tailors, and I can't wait until that day finally comes.
Yeah, I feel you. I mean, we're still moving in to our place here in Japan, and we just got our stuff from Montreal finally arrived. So we're putting it all away, and Risa got her sewing machine, and just getting into the world of getting your hands dirty again. Just getting into that. So I think we're all keyboard warriors right now, but I want to be on the front lines.
For sure. Me too, man. Me too.
Yeah. There are some awesome old school YouTube videos with Naked and Famous as well. Are there?
There is. Yes. Yes. There is. There
What's
is.
out there?
I think there's an interview with Brandon talking about the store. We did there's like a recap event too. There's like a bunch of stuff.
Okay.
We'll find it and start to rebroadcast that stuff. A lot of it is old, archive footage now. But yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
fortunately we managed to capture some of the moments that we've had together, some of the things that we've done together, events or things, because the nice guy is not the first, and I won't talk about all the old collaborations that we did. And believe it or not, guys, there is actually a podcast interview on Naked and Famous's channels with me and Bezad talking about some of the past collaborations of the store. So if you want to even learn further about Naked and Famous and Over the Rainbow, it's on their YouTube channel as well. But yeah, there's definitely some good stuff you should look at, Bezad. It's pretty cool.
Dan, I got a question here. Are there any size guides on the website for the nice guy? Do you guys post your measurement charts on the website?
It should be on the product pages.
Okay.
But if it's not, then just email info@rainbowjeans.com and we will send you measurements. And like I said, even though we're online, you can still call us through the store Monday to Friday from about 12 till 4. So we have live service. We email, we're still accessible. Email is always great because there's lots of people checking that and we can answer questions. But yeah, we should have a fit chart on there. And if we don't, then we will get one up for you. But there should be one up there for sure.
Okay. Well, okay. I had a question. Now I lost it. Let me see what's going on here in question land. DJ PJ. No, it's PJ Phil.
PJ. Yeah, they call them PJs. I don't know why.
Yeah, program jockeys, because they weren't disc jockeys. I remember that. That's I don't know why it's ingrained in my brain. Old Canadian stuff.
Yeah.
Well, here's a fun question, because I think we talk about it because every trade show season, Naked and Famous and Rainbow Jeans, we always have a dinner together, and it's always fun to talk about what's going on and reminiscing about old Toronto and things like that. And one thing that I remember about because where I used to work in Toronto was just on Bloor Street, just down the street from Rainbow Jeans in Yorkville. And one of the things that was kind of interesting and fun about Yorkville was, especially around film festival time, there's just a lot of buzz going on, a lot of famous people walking around. And do you have any fun famous people stories from the shop?
Yeah, we've had we've been fortunate. A lot of people have come into our store over the years. A lot of basketball players, a lot of hockey players, a lot of actresses, actors, all sorts of stuff. There's a tall list of people because again, we sell so many different kinds of jeans, tall inseams, all sorts of stuff. People are really, some celebrities need clothing too. And, we still treat celebrities like people. We don't fawn over them when they come into the store. We make them feel very comfortable. Everybody from, I don't know, Chris Bosh was a good customer of ours back in the day. Morris Peterson, these were Toronto Raptors. Mm-hmm. Sylvester Stallone, who was the most athletic
Rocky
man.
Was there?
Rocky was there. Renee Zellweger's come into the store.
Hannah Montana, Nigel Thang.
Hannah Montana. Thank you, Nigel. Yes. Hannah Montana, before she was Miley Cyrus. Actually, Bezad, I have to find it for you. There is a picture of Hannah Montana / Miley Cyrus, Joel, and Super Joel.
That's amazing.
All three of them.
I gotta see that photo.
Are in a picture together, and I will find that for you. That was an incredible day. That's kind of an interesting story. And again, I won't make it long-winded, but when Miley Cyrus was a kid, her father, Billy Ray Cyrus, used to film a TV show in Toronto. So Miley and her mom would stay at the Four Seasons while Billy Ray was filming a TV show, and they would come in and shop at the store, because they were in the area. And so they fell in love. This was obviously, the store on Yorkville.
Right.
But when Miley became Hannah Montana and they asked her where, I don't know who was interviewing her, I think like Much Music or somebody was interviewing her, and they asked her, where do you want to do your interview? You can do it like in the studio or on the street or whatever it is. Mm-hmm. And she specifically requested to do the filming in our store and then go shopping afterwards. So, you know, shout out to Miley Cyrus. We haven't seen her in a while, obviously, because after Hannah Montana, she became like way more famous. So I'm sure she can't just walk in. But yeah, that was a cool story. And yeah, we've had lots of moments like that.
That's fun. There was an episode of Kenny versus Spenny that was filmed in your store as well. I'm a huge Kenny versus Spenny fan. I think our audience already knows that.
I forgot about that. Yeah, Kenny is he is a crazy dude. I've met him and he is hilarious. And he also shops in our store too. So shout out to Kenny. He's been he didn't just film something there. Again, you know, a lot of these people want to come in because they just shop with us. It's not because we don't solicit people to come in and shop with us. And we don't even shout it out so much. Like, it's cool that people are like, I don't even remember this stuff. But yeah, Kenny was a funny dude.
Yeah. Well, it's one of those weird things where, I don't know, there's something about Kenny versus Spenny fans. And I'm a huge one. And, you know, just because to me also it was like, that was a good time. You know, I was growing up when they were filming that show and like, you know, trying to just becoming an adult. So, you know, just remembering those times, and you see like locations in Toronto. I don't know, it's a nostalgic thing. It's just like YTV or whatever. Like, you know, you remember all these things. So, you know, there's shots of them, you know, on Bloor Street. And I'm like, wow, that's what it used to look like. And, you know, some of those buildings are there. Some of those things are not there anymore. But anyways, I always remember that when I often binge watch the series and I'm like, oh yeah, that's there they are in the old Rainbow location.
Yeah, that was all because that's, like I said, that was all because Kenny shopped in the store. He just wanted to, you know, he just wanted to support us, and he just thought it would be a cool place to film an episode. So we said, hey, like, you know, we're always down for that stuff.
Fantastic. Yeah. Anyways, fun celebrity news. Yeah. I don't have much celebrity news.
I just wanted
to. We were in a rap song once.
Yeah. Yes. What, ASAP Rocky, right?
Yeah, that's right.
I don't know how I remembered that.
I don't know how we got in that song.
Yeah. So I just wanted to show just quickly. So that is the Super Joel patch in another color.
Right. And this is Island Blue Stretch Selvage.
So I wanted to show this one first because a lot of our options are dark denim, but Naked and Famous came out with this incredible Island Blue. I love this fabric. It's 9.5 ounces. It's got stretch. It's got selvage, the white selvage. It's super awesome. So this is now available in the Nice Guy. Absolutely love it. Then we got something a little heavier, not too heavy, but the Nightshade denim. So again, tan leather patch. It's got some stretch in it. It's a little heavier than the 11 ounce, and it's a little deeper, a little bit of a deeper color. So for someone who wants like a true dark indigo. And then finally, for your super comfort lovers, the Active Motion jean. This is like the most comfortable jean I think Naked and Famous has ever made, and we could not make this in the Nice Guy fabric. So those are just to sort of show
the family of options here.
The three. Hold on. Let me just grab the fourth one. Yeah. So, and then of course, for those who missed it, the Black Cobra with the gray patch. So again, we sort of color match all of the all the patches. So those are your four new options. Plus we have a few more that are just continue to roll. So nice variety of Nice Guys, and we always, every season, as long as there's a great fabric that you guys develop, we're probably going to make it in the Nice Guy. I think we have another one coming too, in a new fabric. I don't remember what it is, but I'll save that for next season. But
right, yeah. So that'll be for next fall. Yeah. So fall, we're already working on spring summer. We're pretty much done all the planning of spring summer 21. It's so wild, like how much in advance that we have to plan all of these things, because by the time like spring spring 20 is on the market now, but like we were already planning spring summer 21 like months ago. And like by the time stuff hits the stores, I often like have a hard time remembering what's going on and like what product is from what season. So, and I can imagine, especially for you, because you deal with so many brands in your store. I mean, I can't even count how many brands that you're stocking right now, and you have to know, like, how do you manage that, like knowing, this is what I need from this brand, this is what I need from the next brand, and making sure that there isn't, or I'm sure there's some crossover from time to time in terms of like a particular kind of product, but what's it like managing that? Do you even know how many brands you have in the store right now?
Well, I mean, denim brand, I mean, it's hard to quantify. We work with a lot of brands, but we don't work with like there's people that work with more, there's some people that work with less. Every brand that we bring into the store, we really believe in, like we either have an existing relationship. I mean, Naked and Famous and Over the Rainbow, we've been working together for over 10 years
Over
since
10
you guys
years.
started. Some brands have been longer than that. It's not about the amount of brands. It's just, again, to answer your question, it's with a good team of people. We have a great buying team, a great management team. We look at that stuff all the time. Our heads are in different seasons, like you guys are. If you're developing a new season, we're selling now, and then we're buying for future. Our heads are constantly in the present and in the future all the time, and we just do it based on experience and just having a great team of people. So it's kind of just second nature to us. And again, it's listening to what your customer wants and where their needs are going. Right. So we try to plan and we try to tell people, like, this is what we think is great. But at the end of the day, it's about what the customer wants. And we try to really listen to that. And because we're an independent store, and like the buyers and the management team and the ownership group, we all work in the store. So
Right.
we have
You're on the front lines. You're on the floor.
Yeah. I mean, we have direct access to what our customers want. And our management team does a great job of connecting with our customers, connecting with the staff who deal with customers all the time. So it starts from there, and then it kind of sips back, and there's a lot of stuff that happens behind the scenes. But really, it's just we pay attention.
Absolutely. I mean, that's definitely what helps set you guys apart. What else is happening in the denim world these days? Like, is there your perspective is a little bit different from my perspective, because we're kind of we're on the opposite kind of ends of the table, right? We're developing something and hoping that you guys like it, and then you guys might want something that we're not, as a brand, maybe we're not seeing. Is there something that you guys feel that nobody's doing right now that you wish is that you wish would be coming out the other end?
You know what? Sometimes you don't know what you're missing until you see it. Obviously, there's always stuff that we're missing, and that's why we go, as a store and as a buying team and as a company, we always go out looking for new things, because like we don't know what that new is until we see it. Sometimes it's in our minds and we have an idea of what it is, and sometimes we kind of just stumble upon it, either from a brand that we already stock or that we already partner with, or it could be somebody entirely new. So I mean, that's the fashion. I mean, that's fashion. Fashion is about that. It's about new things and finding things that are missing, but are also things that your customers want. Right.
Right.
Like,
well, I think there's an aspect of that you don't know, like, who would have ever thought that anybody would want the world's heaviest jeans? You know what I mean? Sometimes it's one of those things where you just got to make it, and then see if there's a demand for it. Or scratch and sniff jeans. Nobody was ever thinking to themselves, "Hey, I really wish my jeans smell like raspberries right now." But we made it, and people liked it. So it's just kind of funny how those things work out that way.
Well, yeah, and I mean, recently the women's buyer of our store, her name is Jenya. Hi, Jenya. She was like, because she does, I mean, she buys women's jeans, and I mean, I know women wear raw denim, but it's more of like, it's more on the the men's side of things, and she couldn't believe how many people like how many men were interested in like heavier denim. Like it blew her mind. But she understands now just because of like, you know, what's been going on with online sales and all sorts of stuff. But yeah, I mean, listen, there's a place. The great thing about having a denim store with all sorts of denim and all sorts of fits is that we can please a lot of people. And we can please a lot of people from the waist down. So, you know, it's really good to have a store full of great fits, tall fits, different sizes. You know, it's yeah. So I mean, we're able to do that whether it's super heavy 36-ounce denim or whether it's
32.
super soft 32.
40 ounces coming though.
Oh God.
Get your.
I wanna. You know.
Can your tailor shop handle a 40 ouncer?
Who knows? I don't think we're gonna make it in the nice guy because I don't know how many people are gonna like that. But you know, also just because the community's here and you know, if there's any fabrics or any colors or anything that your community is interested in us making the nice guy, let us know. Send us an email. You know, leave a comment in, you know, over here. Again, we're here to listen to your community, to our community, whatever your needs are. We're here to help. And now, thanks to this partnership, we have the ability to make some of the things that maybe you want in the fits that you. So
yeah, I mean, and that's the beauty of working. You know, when you're dealing with a small company or family-owned, operated company, you have as consumers, you can really sway things a lot. You know, it's not, you know, you if you deal with one of these massive corporations, you send customer service an email or a call, and that goes to their supervisor and their supervisor of their region, and you know, it's you're the person who's making the decision is probably never going to ever hear about what it is that you have to say. But with you know, companies like ours, you know, sending a quick message to us or even to you guys, you're going to hear that feedback pretty directly. And you know, if there's enough of, and that's what I always say, like, you know, just because I get a piece of feedback doesn't mean that we're going to instantly move on that. But if it's something that I'm hearing a lot, if people want certain things, you know, that's it's more likely that we're going to react to that. So your voice is important, and I think that, you know, being receptive to the community is what keeps our brands very strong.
Yeah, absolutely. It's what makes it's what drives everything that we do. And you know, as you mentioned, you know, being an independent company that listens to people, that, you know, people have access to us, and you know, we're fortunate to have, again, I keep mentioning like a team of people, but you know, it's just because like as small companies, we're fortunate to be able to have lots of people working with us. But those people are not layers or barriers to get to people like us, or to get to people. Like, we're very, our ears are always open to new ideas, to new brands, to new fits, whatever it is. We want to hear from you. And especially now, we definitely want to hear from you. We don't want you to feel like you can't connect with us. So
right. Well, we're getting some comments here on Nice Guy. They're pre-booking some Nice Guy styles for you. So to those folks, I say, you know, when hopefully this video goes up on YouTube later, leave some comments in the comment section, or you know, message Rainbow Jeans there with your ideas, because you know, they're going to be very receptive to those things. So we're gonna hopefully we're going to be seeing you guys in the next couple of months to show you guys the spring 21 collection. And you know, if your feedback, you know, with your feedback, you know, that might influence some Nice Guy jeans in the future.
For sure. Yeah, we're always down. And you know what? We look forward to seeing you too. And you know, I know you're in Japan now, and
yeah.
I think that's great.
Thanks.
You know, we're worldwide. He's in the evening, I'm in the morning, so that's why. For those who are wondering why we did a 10 a.m. Broadcast, is just so we could kind of connect with each other. So Beza didn't have to stay up till like 2-3 in the morning doing a live stream with me.
I wouldn't mind anyways. I'm always happy to do it.
I know you too, man. You're amazing.
Nick Weinberg asks, we want to know why Bezat has an obsession with doorknobs and cats. Well, cats I can answer easily. is because they're wonderful creatures, and I have two lovely cats that would usually at this point be crawling around my desk, but I think they're behaving. So that's very nice of them. Doorknobs is just an inside joke. I'm not going to go into that one, but yeah, most people don't know. Enjoy Wilkinson's ginger ale. This is the best ginger ale. I remember having a dinner with the good folks at Denali in Winnipeg, and we were in Vegas, and we were having a steak dinner, and I don't drink, but I like ginger ale, so usually I order a ginger ale when we're at a restaurant, and for some reason in the States, there's a particular brand of ginger ale that I don't like, but a lot of restaurants serve it. So Canada, it's not Canada. I like Canada Dry. Canada Dry is fine. Anyway, I'm not going to name the name because I don't want to bash anybody. And they bring me my ginger ale, and I take a sip, and I just have like this. Oh God! Like they brought me that brand, and ever since then, it's kind of been like a running joke with me and the Denali guys about making sure that I have the right ginger ale. And this is the right ginger ale, and they only have this in Japan, and I really like the bottle. It's I bought a case of this stuff. It wasn't cheap either, but this cool like old retro style bottle that I'm not going to say what it could look like, but it looks like a retro bottle is what it looks like.
And by the way, shout out to Denali from Winnipeg. I know them personally, Aubrey and Jess and the whole team over there. Even though we sell some of the similar things, whatever. They're in Winnipeg, we're in Toronto. We've always had great times with them. Good luck in getting your online store up and running. I hope to see that soon. And just shout out to all the independent businesses. I'm going to do another shameless plug, but right now, if you buy something from our store today and on the weekend, we've teamed up with a whole bunch of local retailers in Toronto. It's called Toronto Fashion United. So it's a hashtag. You can hashtag it. There's a whole slew of businesses there. So on top of the 15% off discount site-wide, we're also donating a proceeds of online sales. I think it started yesterday, and it's going to go through the whole weekend. So if you buy something from our online store this weekend or today, or if you bought it yesterday, we're donating some of our proceeds to UHN, which is the University Health Network. It's a frontline. It's affiliated with Princess Margaret Hospital in Toronto, and it's a great cause. And we've teamed up with a lot of independent retailers to do that. So if you're planning on purchasing the Nice Guy or any other product from our store, this is a great time to do that because some of those proceeds will go towards a good cause. Right, and I think it's important. And I think it's important, like just in general, as independent clothing stores and independent businesses, I think that we have to support each other. We got to give each other pats on the back. That's why, I'm rooting for Denali and other friends of mine from all across the country, independent businesses like my own. We really need to band together and just get through this. We will get through it. I'm confident that again, staying positive, but yeah, I think this is the time to really band together and support each other. So Toronto Fashion United, go to our website. You'll see what we're talking about. And if you support us, we'll support with proceeds. So
yeah, that's great. I mean, that is one of the things, just supporting your local retailer. And I would say that it doesn't necessarily mean shopping either. I mean, of course, if you're going to shop, then shop, please do, and support your local guys. But, a lot of people have been asking me lately, like, what can we do to support you guys? And I said, you know what? Shopping is always nice, but that's not always an option for everybody right now. But, just telling a friend, you know what? If you like something about us or a store or anything, tell a friend. There's nothing more 100%. Powerful than word of mouth, telling your friend how great something is, and something that you enjoy. And I fully believe in that. Like, if you like something, you should tell your friends about it. It's that's why I like Wilkinson's ginger ale. I anybody who knows me knows that I genuinely like to talk about all the things that I like. And I'm not doing, it's never a plug. Nobody's paying me for this kind of stuff. I appreciate what they do, and I want to tell people about it. And that type of, that type of thing goes way beyond than, making a even just an individual purchase, because, it's I guess a testimonial, word of mouth testimonial is just so powerful. And anyways, that for those of you who I guess I don't I always ramble. I don't know why, but
no, it's all good.
It's a great way to support.
Behzad, you're 100% right. We know that not everybody can necessarily shop, or they have different needs, and that's, again, it goes back to the very first thing I said at the beginning of this live stream. Maybe you guys missed it, but it's about being mindful of your community. Some people are not in a position to shop with us right now, but any sort of shout out or telling a friend, like, you might have influence over somebody else that needs something or wants to shop with us or is just looking to support a local business. One of the first things we did when everybody, when our retail store closed, is people's families of our community were drawing rainbows and hashtagging it and just shouting out the store and letting us use their rainbow pictures. Like, that has nothing to do with shopping, but that has everything to do with being mindful of your community and uplifting people. And because we're over the rainbow, people identified with that. So, like, that's support. Like, it's the little things, and we all have to do the little things to be mindful of each other and to support each other. So you're absolutely right. It doesn't have to be with shopping. Obviously, we would love it if it was, but if you can't, like, there's lots and lots of ways to do that. And we will listen. We appreciate anything that anyone does for us.
Right.
Even if it's not, like, even if you don't see it, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, comment here. One thing I'm hoping comes out of this COVID situation is more support for local and independent businesses of all kinds. And you know what? I hope that I see a lot of that messaging, out there, and I hope that it carries forward down the line. I've always been a strong proponent. Of course, you have been as well, supporting the local economy and making sure that, especially made in Canada or made in North America, that spirit carries forward. So I hope that people do start to pay attention to those labels just a little bit more. And it's anyway, it's something I'm pretty passionate about, of course, as somebody who's, we make stuff in Canada, and we're one of the few remaining jeans manufacturers in the country. And if you think about it, like, if you think about it, even in that video that I was talking about earlier, where Phil was, PJ Phil was at Rainbow Jeans, and they talked about some of the, I can imagine back then, most of the jeans in Rainbow were made in Canada.
That would be a Joel question. There was definitely more. It's, production has shifted all over the place. Those are for a number of reasons, and we don't need to get into those. But, I think, the people, one thing I can say is that the people that are still making products in Canada, whether it's jeans or outerwear or accessories or whatever, like, I think that they're going to thrive and continue to thrive because they're good at what they do. And people from all over the world want those products. And obviously, being a Canadian owned and Canadian based store, we love to support however we can. It's not easy sometimes because we can't buy everything from everybody, but it's great to see. We definitely want to support made in Canada products because we know that, Canadians care about, like, when they make something, they really care about it and they put a lot of thought and effort into it. And, it's easy for us to access. We can get it shipped to our store fairly easily. So why not?
24 seconds left here. So we're going to get cut off soon on the live stream. So I just wanted to say thank you for everybody who tuned in here.
Thank you, everybody.
Dan, thanks so much for joining me. I'll see you guys at 7 p.m. Eastern for another live stream. I'll show some more product. Anyways, I'm going to go to sleep and I'm going to be back live streaming again. So
RainbowJeans.com. Thank you, everybody.
Right. Later,
Stay
guys.
safe.
Hey, Dan.
Hey, I'm going to stop the recording now.
Okay.